Welcome in Tennessee Congressman and member of the House Financial Services Committee, Andy Ogles. Congressman, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. How are you today?
Doing very well. Happy Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. I want to start with this warning from the new foreign minister in China, basically warning the U.S. of a potential war with China. Look, I'm just so sick of running from China. What was the reaction to this on Capitol Hill?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. It was China that sent a reconnaissance balloon across our nation, violating our airspace. It's China that's pumping fentanyl into our country by way of the Mexican cartels. It's China that's the aggressor here, not the United States of America. And quite frankly, under this administration, we've rolled over and played dead. If this was Trump, if Trump was still in office, you don't have to like Trump. But the reality is we wouldn't be having these problems with China. We most likely wouldn't be having these problems with Putin in Ukraine. But this administration is feckless. They're not leading this country, and they're certainly not leading the world and projecting strength, which is, again, why we saw this balloon cross our country.
Yeah, interesting, too, the timing with those hearings on the Hill this week, looking into COVID origins. Do you think the two are connected?
Well, I think we have all known, the American people have known it in their gut, that the coronavirus is the China virus. It escaped from a lab, whether that was intentional or not to be determined. But at the end of the day, they covered it up. And by doing so, they unleashed it on the world. And this is their fault. The Americans that suffered and died are their fault. And again, what is this administration trying to do? They're trying to sweep these facts under the rug. But in Congress, we've had enough. We've had enough of this administration. We've had enough of this fairy tale budget. We have a country that's in crisis, and this administration is playing games with the math.
Do you think that the corporate media, along with the White House, will continue to be able to run away from this story?
I don't think so. I think the American people are fed up. I think 2024 is going to be a bellwether election as to, okay, enough is enough. And I think as Republicans, we've got to do a good job of recruiting good candidates that deliver a good message. And at the end of the day, you can't sustain the type of spending that this administration is proposing and think that we're going to have a sovereign nation in a decade. You can't think that our children, our grandchildren are going to have a future with these levels of spending. I look at my notes here, it mentions Biden's budget, climate change 42 times, LGBTQ 7 times, diversity 16 times. Is this a budget or is this a policy statement? Because right now we need real numbers and we need a real budget that's going to fix our economy.
Great point. On that, about 15 seconds, when do you expect a counteroffer from Kevin McCarthy and the Republicans in the House?
There's a lot of folks talking and chatting. We have a press conference later today, and I think you're going to see that coming out real soon.
All right. Tennessee Congressman Andy Ogles, great to see you. Have a good weekend, sir. Thank you.